Pete Dunne is an amazing performer, especially at the young age of 24 years old. And for someone like me who's 21, I feel like it's a lot easier to relate to Pete Dunne because he can achieve so much success at a young age. He puts on some of the best matches I've ever seen. He just exudes this presence, this vibe that he has. It's just so catchy and it just makes you want to see more of him. I am a big fan of Pete Dunne. I've seen him live. I've taken a picture with him. So there is no denying that I have a slight bias towards him when it comes into people who wanted to talk about him. I love the man, but I'm sorry. I think it's time for him to drop the WWE UK Championship. I know this is a topic that a lot of people have talked about before. I've seen it in a lot of Facebook groups and Twitter posts that Pete Dunne has been champion for this amount of days. Why is he still the champion? I don't understand this. And for a while before he reached day 500, I was like, oh, you know, Pete Dunne, he's a great champion. I can understand this and da-da-da-da. You know, he was champion around the time Brock Lesnar became the Universal Champion. So they started their championship reigns around the same exact time. Brock Lesnar winning in April, Pete Dunne winning his in May of 2017. Specifically at NXT TakeOver Chicago, at May 20th of 2017. He won it in a, what many will say, one of the best matches in NXT history against Tyler Bate. Pete Dunne is going on to have a lot of great matches. He's had some against Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Ricochet, Tyler Bate, Wolfgang, Trent, you name it. This guy can just do it. But I feel like putting on great matches can't just constitute you having a lengthy title reign, especially when I feel like you're overdue to lose the title. I know what you're thinking. Who am I to say that Pete Dunne should lose the title? But let's do a comparison real quick. I know some people like to compare Pete Dunne's reign to Brock Lesnar's reign, and some people will just get disgusted when you do that, but we're going to do that real quickly. So, on file, per the Pro Wrestling Database website, Pete Dunne has defended his UK Championship a total of 11 times. Yes, I know that number seems small, and that's because I'm excluding all championship matches on house shows and UK independent companies. This is exclusive only to NXT television. Now, I know you're saying, but Tyler, he's defended his title way more times than 11. He defends it in Progress. He defends it at this company and that company. He's defended this so many times, especially on house shows. Why are you excluding this? Well, I'm seeing this from perspective. Let's say you are a wrestling fan who only watches the WWE product. You only watch the NXT product, right? So what does it matter to you if Pete Dunne is defending the title in Progress Wrestling? You don't watch Progress Wrestling. So as far as you're concerned, Pete Dunne has only defended the title here and there. Same will go for Brock Lesnar. Let's say Brock Lesnar went to New Japan Pro Wrestling and wrestled a few times this year. What does it matter to you if he defended the Universal Championship over there? He's not in WWE. You don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, so why does it matter that he defended the title over there? So that's why I'm excluding those championship matches. So he's defended the title 11 times. Now, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys for 5 seconds to conjure up a number of how many times you think Brock Lesnar defended the Universal title over his 500-plus day reign. Go on, I'll wait. Alright, great. Now, with that number in mind, how many times do you think Brock Lesnar defended his Universal title on WWE television? I'll tell you the number. 7. Brock Lesnar defended the WWE Universal Championship on WWE television a total of 7 times. You mean to tell me Pete Dunne defended his title only 4 extra times than Brock Lesnar? There's no way. Not to mention, Pete Dunne has been holding on that title longer than Brock Lesnar has. Even if Pete Dunne defended his title more times than Brock Lesnar, Pete Dunne has been champion for almost 530 days. So 530 days divided by 11 is 48.1818181. So for every 48 days, Pete Dunne defends his championship. Now that sounds fair, but when you consider how many champions in WWE defend their title consistently, just about every month, I'm talking about AJ Styles, who defends his title, well, Lord knows how many times. I'm talking about Seth Rollins, who's defended his title against Dolph Ziggler just about 20 different times this year. I'm talking about the Charlottes, the Sasha Banks, who defended their Raw Women's Championship almost every other week on Monday Night Raw during their championship feud. So to tell me that, oh, well, Pete Dunne doesn't need to, well, I mean, I don't think there's much of an excuse for that. I know that Pete Dunne is a busy man. He's defending his title in other companies and in this case, another country. That's kind of the place that Triple H put himself in when he brought in this championship. Triple H put the championship on Pete Dunne because of the growth in popularity that he was gaining, which is understandable. But if you put the title on a person just because of their popularity, and you don't give them a creative direction, you don't give them any storylines, they just defend their title whenever there's a chance to, there's no creative direction for that person or the title in general, it just inevitably looks like they have a stranglehold on the title and there's no person in sight who could take it off of them. I honest to God cannot tell you a single person that I believe can take the title from Pete Dunne, because there's never a storyline set in place for the UK title. There's never some ranking system. There's never really any number one contenders matches. So what constitutes a UK championship reign except for being a good wrestler? Because the person who got up before Pete Dunne was Tyler Bate, and he only held that title for 4 or 5 months. Hell, Pete Dunne defended his title against more Americans than he has people from the actual UK. So there goes the whole vibe of the UK championship. You just threw that out of the window. My thing is, I look at the UK championship and I see it as nothing more than a prop. Nothing more than a part of Pete Dunne at this point. I love Pete Dunne, but it is time for him to lose it. I want to see someone else get a run with the title. I want to see that title actually get utilized a lot more, and I feel like with Pete Dunne as the champion, that title can only go but so far, and that title can only mean but so much. And by so much, I mean very little.